In the early 20th century, a new form of storytelling was beginning to capture the imagination of the world. Moving pictures, silent, flickering, and filled with wonder, were more than just a novelty. They hinted at a new era of entertainment. But this new industry was not born out of freedom. It was forged under the shadow of a single man's control. In 1890, inventor Thomas Edison, along with his assistant William Dixon, unveiled the kinetograph, a camera capable of capturing motion pictures. 2 years later, they introduced the kinetoscope, a device that could project those moving images onto a screen. Together, these inventions laid the foundation for what would become the modern film industry. But the seeds of cinema didn't just sprout. They were tightly gripped by the iron fist of Edison himself. By the turn of the century, Edison wasn't just an inventor. He was a gatekeeper. He held patents on nearly all the essential filmmaking technologies, from cameras to projectors. And he didn't just own the technology, he controlled it. In 1908, Edison took his influence to new heights by forming the Motion Picture Patents Company, or MPPC, better known as the Trust. The Trust was no ordinary business alliance. It was a monopoly, a coalition of the most powerful studios and filmmakers in the country, all paying Edison for the right to use his patents. If you wanted to make movies in America, you had two choices: bow to Edison or face the consequences. And for those who dared to defy the Trust, the consequences were severe. Edison didn't hesitate to deploy lawsuits to crush independent filmmakers. And when legal threats weren't enough, he turned to hired enforcers, men who could deliver a message with their fists. Edison's control extended beyond the tools of filmmaking. The Trust dictated how films were distributed and even where they could be shown. The monopoly stifled creativity, suffocating competition. But, as history often shows, when one power grows too strong, resistance is born. In the shadows of Edison's dominance, a counter-movement began to take shape. A group of visionary filmmakers, rebels like Carl Laemmle, Adolf Zukor, and William Fox, were determined to break free. They dreamed of an industry unshackled by Edison's grip. And so, they looked westward, 3,000 miles away, to a small farming town on the edge of a growing city, Hollywood, California. But why Hollywood? What was it about this quiet town, surrounded by citrus groves and rolling hills, that made it the perfect refuge for these pioneers? And how did this idyllic escape become a battleground for power and control? As the movie industry grew, it wasn't just filmmakers who noticed Hollywood's rise. Another force began to circle, one not interested in making movies, but in making money. Organized crime, always drawn to where the money flows, saw an opportunity to shape Hollywood's destiny. How did the mafia step into the world of lights, camera, and action? And what role would they play in transforming Hollywood from a sleepy town into the entertainment capital of the world? The answers lie in the shadows, where the stories of rebellion and ambition collide with the underworld of organized crime.